are many products available to choose video game consoles, each with different characteristics, benefits, and prices. To help you make an informed decision, I did extensive research, read tons of reviews, and compiled a list of the best video game consoles from reputable brands. After much research, I found these products much helpful for people like you. If you want to know about the price and other information, be sure to check my description. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Number 1. Nintendo Switch OLED model. The Nintendo Switch OLED is the newest console from Nintendo, and the updated OLED organic light-emitting diode screen is able to provide brighter and crisper graphics compared to its predecessors. On either side of the screen rests the controller called the Joy-Con, and the touchscreen allows you to navigate menus with a tap. You can play the console in handheld mode for on-the-go play, or you can connect it to a television for multiplayer or a more immersive experience. The controller, also known as the Joy-Con, attaches to either side of the screen so you can play in handheld mode. There is also a built-in stand on the screen, so if you can't connect to a TV but don't want to play in handheld mode, the controllers can be removed so you can still kick back and relax while you play. Each half of the controller goes into one hand. Number 2. Xbox Series S. For those who love to game but don't need an all-powerful console, the Xbox Series S is a slight downgrade from the Xbox Series X in terms of tech, but it's $200 cheaper and it's still capable of doing what the Series X can in terms of game content and general functionality. You can read more about the Series X below. The Series S is much smaller, so if you like to bring your console to your friend's house, it's easy to do so. Xbox controllers are battery-operated and connect wirelessly to the console. Depending on the game, you can typically have up to 4 controllers connected to one Xbox at a time. You can even use the controller to save and share gameplay moments that you want to remember. It's also possible to have separate accounts so everyone in the family can play their own way. You set up passwords using the controller, where each button on the controller represents a certain number, so no one can mess with anyone else's saved game. Number 3. Sony PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is the most powerful Sony console to date, with an 825GB SSD solid-state drive. This means it has a storage capacity of 825GB, and the solid-state drive allows you to start up and load games faster than any PlayStation console before it. There are 2 versions of the PS5, one has a disk drive, and one is purely digital. If you still enjoy owning hard copies of your games, opt for the version with the disk drive, though it is more expensive than the digital-only console. The controller is simple to understand, with haptic feedback, vibrations caused by certain in-game actions, and adaptive triggers unique to the PS5 controller. This means that for certain games, the controller's rear triggers can adjust the tension to make it easier or harder to press, depending on what's going on in the game. Number 4. Xbox Series X. The Xbox Series X is the most advanced Xbox with a cleaner look and the highest video resolution of any Xbox console to date. It has a disk drive, but that doesn't mean you can't download games to its 1TB solid-state drive SSD. The SSD makes the console faster, quieter, and overall more powerful than its predecessors. It's a big console, standing about a foot tall in the vertical position, but it can be oriented horizontally as well. The controller is actually smaller than the consoles before it. This allows for more comfortability in children's hands, while still being comfortable enough to be used by an adult. Each controller has a headphone jack, so feel free to plug in some headphones so you can talk to your friends during live gameplay and listen to the game through them. You can also utilize certain Bluetooth headsets if you don't want to connect everything through a cord. Number 5. Original Nintendo Switch. The original Nintendo Switch is what brought Nintendo back to the forefront of gaming consoles. Simple, small, portable yet powerful. It's a console anyone can play, whether you're new to video games or a veteran gamer. While the screen is not as advanced as the OLED model above, this is a cheaper variation that can still handle all of the Switch games perfectly. It's capable of being a handheld device and connected to the TV. Just like the Switch OLED, the controllers or Joy-Con can be attached to the screen for handheld mode or detached. When detached, you can connect the screen to the TV or use the built-in stand that is capable of holding up the screen by itself. If it's uncomfortable holding a controller individually in each hand, feel free to use the controller attachment that comes with the console, allowing you to combine the separate pieces of the Joy-Con into one device. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe my channel. If you need more information or if you want to know product price, do check out my description. For any kind of problem, please comment below. Stay updated with our cool products as it will make you life much more easier.